All right, hi everybody. We're doing a pick a card reading today. This pick a card reading is on the energy for the week. So we have pile number one, which is Pirate Ship Uncooperative. Pile number two, Moonlight Faded Pathway. And then we have pile number three, which is Jellyfish Transparency. So go ahead and take a moment to pick your pile, and we'll get started here. So this is for those of you who chose pile one, which is pirate ship or uncooperative. We're taking a look at what the energy is for this week. So what's coming in for this week, what possible potential energy is this week. So let's see. We have like pirate ship. I always think of Captain Jack Sparrow. We have the High Priestess. The Emperor. Wow. The Eight of Cups. Oh, I'm already getting strong messages here. But let's keep going. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have Judgment. Wow. And we have the Three of Pentacles. The World. Wow. And what else do we have? We have the Ace of Wands. Then we have the Four of Swords. And then on the back, we have the Star. So what's happening this week? I feel like there's something concerning work. You need to listen to your intuition. You need to walk away from something. Um, yeah, this is like a life lesson that you're learning. This is sort of like a life lesson or a cycle that you're completing. Something's ending. There is going to be a new beginning, but you do have to be like pretty self-sufficient with whatever this is. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that with my mic. Um, And this self-sufficiency, you're going to have to do something that's scary for you. I think what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to rely on your word like against other people's. Because there's some sort of like uncooperative energy with this. You're going to have to trust yourself that you know what is right and what is true. Because you're working with other people, but I feel like there's something, you need to walk away from something that you're working on with others. It isn't quite working. And I do feel like this has to deal with work or school or something, some sort of institutional type energy like that. There is an opportunity for a new beginning, and it looks like there's a huge potential for a successful completion of a cycle. So lessons going to be learned. You're learning something. Yeah, you really need to think about like you might need to think about like and really like sit with like what is this that you need to walk away from? What are you working on that potentially is it working? Using your intuition, having faith and trust in the universe, making a decision that's a stable one for you that may not look stable for other people, or other people might not understand it. This is part of your healing process. This is a cycle, a lesson, some sort of lesson. I'm going to clarify with the Everyday Witches Tarot. Yeah, there's something that you're caught up in. I feel like you're caught up in something where you know what's right, you see the truth. Maybe other people aren't seeing the truth, but you can see the truth because you are intuitive. You know you need to walk away from this. But this is part of your like spiritual journey, spiritual life lessons to learn to, stand in that power by yourself, stand in that power alone. And that can be really scary. I feel like other people aren't like understanding your viewpoint. They're not taking the time to really like focus on that viewpoint, or like even see your viewpoint. Like maybe they can't even see the viewpoint. And so you have to figure, I feel like in the past you've always gone with other people, you've always doubted yourself, and you've gone with the crowd or whatever. But this time you really need to be strong. This is a life lesson you're learning. You can have a new beginning if you're strong in your convictions at this time. This is part of your transformative journey. This is part of your path. So let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we have. High Priestess. Why is that High Priestess here? This one. Seven of Swords. Yeah, you're having trouble. You're having trouble trusting yourself because you're having a different way of perceiving it. Maybe you've always kind of felt different, or you've always felt like you've kind of like gone against the grain or something. But now it's really important that you're honoring yourself in that. This is like a personal growth and development life lesson. Why is the Emperor here? Show me about this Emperor. The Hierophant. Yep. So the 4 to the 5, yeah, this is a life lesson. This is a progression. It does definitely have to do with some sort of institutional. It could deal with a boss or a teacher, professor, some sort of authority figure. It could also deal with like you just seeing the truth. You're like seeing the truth that that other people might have been conditioned like not to see. You're seeing it. And so you need to stand in that. You're learning these lessons. You're learning about this could have come from you like taking a different path, being a different person, like having, being able to have your own thoughts. With this Seven of Swords, this isn't always about like deceit. This could be that you're like a very intelligent person, that you like a neurodivergence type thing where you think differently than others, or you see the world differently, you perceive things differently. What's this Eight of Cups? We have the Hermit. Yeah, you need to go within. You need to really trust yourself. This is part of your healing. You need to listen to that inner wisdom. Find this time to yourself to really figure out like which way your path is going and why. What's this Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, this is a healing process. This is just part of your journey. You're going to have to complete this cycle either now or it's going to come back up around again. That's how it works with the universe. So you do it now or you do it later. Temperance. Yeah, I feel like there's something with like you being this individual, it's hard for you. In the past, you haven't gone with your gut. You haven't gone with yourself when you've known the answer to something. You have really, tried to be like giving other people the benefit of the doubt. Well, you need to give yourself the benefit of the doubt now. This is part of your spiritual journey, part of your lessons. It's good to blend energies, but you need to learn this sort of like self-sufficiency. I think that's kind of what you're learning here. Ace of Swords and Two of Pentacles for the Judgment. Yeah, this is, there's a new beginning. It's between love and fear. You got to go a different way than you have been, and you will get the clarity. You need to get clear first. That's why we have the Hermit with the Eight of Cups. What is it that you need to walk away from? What are you afraid of? There's something here about fear. And I think it has to deal with like you're not used to standing alone. And this is like a lesson you're learning. We have the Ten of Cups for the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, because you value harmony above everything else in relationships. This is like a Libra, or not a Libra card. Why did I say Libra? I don't know why. I mean, it can be, but this is like a, because this is a Cups card, so that means it's a water sign. um, but this is like you know, you want to, you try so hard to work together with people because you want this sort of like harmony and balance in your life. It's very important to you that the people around you are happy, and you feel like if you're going to go your own way, there's going to be this uncooperative energy, which is true. You might get some kickback, but that doesn't always mean that you're wrong. And so that's kind of like what the lesson is here. What's this World card here for, please? We have the Chariot. Yeah, you need to make this decision again, a decision card. Like, you need to go with your values. You know your values. You know what's right. You know what's ethical. You know what's moral. And you need to really trust that, listen to it, and not allow like the crowd or the other people to sway you. This is like about finding your power. This is really powerful, beautiful energy. We have the Two of Wands for the Ace of Wands. So yeah, again, a decision. It's like you can have this new beginning, but are you going to choose it? Are you going to choose to do something different than what you've done in the past? Are you going to choose this self-sufficiency? And then the Four of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups. So it's kind of like about finding you. You have to go within. This is a healing process. This is like an inner journey to find you, to be okay with you. King of Swords, to know what you know. The King of Swords doesn't question what he knows. He knows that he's intelligent. He knows he has wisdom from his previous experiences. He knows that he's studied hard and he's learned. And so this is about you. So this week, if you chose pile one, this is about you finding yourself, like being okay with yourself. This is huge. I love this energy for you. It is beautiful. Okay, so hopefully that resonated. Hopefully that was helpful. If not, feel free to check out another pile. Thanks so much for stopping by. Okay, this is for those of you who chose pile two, Moonlight, Faded Pathway. So we're taking a look at what the energies are this week. And I'm going to use this Modern Love Tarot deck. So let's see what the energy is for this week, what's coming up for you this week. All right, so what is the energy for pile two? Oh my goodness. We have strength, and then we have the Ten of Swords, the Fool, and the Nine of Wands. Ten of Swords, Fool, Nine of Wands. Oops, that says Faded Pathway. We have the Six of Swords. Well, we have the Five of Swords. A lot of swords energies. We have the Three of Cups. the Six of Cups. Whoops. And then we have the Knight of Cups and the Chariot. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So what's coming in for you? We have Moonlight, Fated Pathway. What's coming in for you, pile 2, this week? I feel like there's something you have to be courageous about. You need to take, there's some sort of risk that you need to take here. And this risk has to deal with some sort of pain from the past. I see like a lot of stress, a lot of fighting, a lot of like harsh words from the past. And so you're going to have some sort of vulnerability and be courageous with something this week to take some sort of risk on something that may or may not have to do with communication with somebody else or previous communication that you had had. And I feel like this is really stressful for you because you really you're kind of like lacking this peace in your life. I see you kind of like lacking this peace, wondering if you should move on because everything's just always so much pain, like harsh words, so much stress, like too much of a burden, like you have too much on your plate. And so you need to kind of like figure out, like, you're trying to figure out, like, do I take a risk with something? Do I like move away from something? And this is a pretty big move away from something. This has to deal with like a family life or even like children are involved, like friends, close family partnerships, something like that. Um, there's just like been a lot of like fighting, and you're kind of like wanting to kind of like put those swords down and just move on to something that's going to be like more healing for you. You want to heal from this. Um, and I see you kind of like reflecting back on the past too, like things seemed better in the past, maybe. Um, but then you also have all these memories of like it being stressful and these harsh words. You feel like, just wasting so much time on people who don't want to work with you or don't want to like connect with you positively. Um, you need a new perspective. And so I think that's what you're trying to get here is you're looking for this new perspective. You are reflecting on the past. You just want to like have some more like peace in your relationships. You want to have fun. Like you're missing the joy. So you're trying to figure out what it is that you want, what it is in your life that really like fulfills you, and kind of like what you're looking for, like some of that like childlike energy that moon, or not moon. Why do I'm like saying weird stuff today. Sorry. Um yeah, so there's a decision. Like there's a decision. But you're trying to look this childlike energy of like, just everything's so free and the energy's so real and it's so raw and it's so joyful and happy. That's kind of what you're looking at. Um, but you also kind of have this like side of you, where you feel like sometimes people around you bring out this like worst in you. And so you kind of want to like avoid that. And you're kind of like reflecting on this, like, who are you? Like, and how do you kind of like take this risk so that you can have the things in your life that you want, so you can have this peace and this happiness. So I'm gonna clarify with the everyday witch, or should I clarify with the um, light seers? Clarify with the light seers. Okay, so I'll clarify with the light seers tarot. And we're just gonna like look a little bit deeper into all of this. But I do see there's definitely, you do need to take some sort of risk that aligns with your values. This has to deal with you're gonna have to be vulnerable. You're gonna have courage with whatever it is that you're doing here. So let's see. Tell me more about this strength card. We have the Hermit. Yeah, so you're gonna have to find this courage. You're gonna have to really like be honest with yourself and go within and ask yourself like, who do you want to be right now? What kind of person do you want to be and how can you get there? So you're gonna have to kind of like do this introspection work that I feel like might be a little bit scary for you because you're kind of gonna have to face your darkness a little bit. We have the Three of Cups for the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you don't want any more of this like pain. You don't want all these knives in your back all the time. You want to just like enjoy, you want to enjoy yourself with other people. This is also this card's telling you to listen to your intuition because I have that violet color and that's the um, third eye chakra color. So there's something you need to listen to your intuition about with the third eye chakra is coming out. So with this pain, using this pain, how can you use the pain of the past to create the connections that you want in your life now? And you're gonna have to listen to your intuition for that. What is this Fool card here for? What's this Fool card here? We have the Empress. So they're saying like you already have what it takes. You do need to take a risk. There is some sort of like risk that you need to take here, but you already have what it takes. They're saying you have everything. You're the creator. You are the creator of your life. You are the creator of everything that you see here. And so, whatever you choose to do, they're saying it's not necessarily wrong. It's like you just need to, align yourself, figure out like what it is that you want and draw that energy to you. That's like divine feminine energy. What is this Nine of Wands here for? The Fool again? Yeah, you're stressed out because you know you need to take this risk. This is stressing you out. You have to find the courage to get past this. You kind of have like this wounded warrior energy where you're like, I've already been through so much. And it's like, yeah, you have. And that's how you know you can get through it because you have been through so much. You definitely need to take a risk here. They're saying if you take a risk, there is a high potential for a positive outcome. What is a Six of Swords? We have the Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Yeah, you're trying to figure out you know you need to move away from this. Look at this. You know you need to move away from this, but you're like, I don't know like if I can. I don't know if I should and it's going to take too long and I don't know where to start. So you're trying to figure out like do I plan this or do I just like up and go? It's saying to plan a little bit. Maybe like plan a little bit if you are choosing to move away from something, especially if it's something like a family situation or something that you've kind of been in for a while. Um what is this Five of Swords? We have the Nine of Pentacles again. Oh wait, no, that was the other pile. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. The Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Cups for the Five of Swords. So that yeah, this is like you wanted to like have this like happy family situation or whatever it was. You saw yourself growing old with someone. You had this loyalty, but they're saying you need to be self-sufficient. And I think this sort of came out in the last pile. So I don't know if you were drawn to pile one too, but you're kind of in your head about this. Like you know that you need to kind of like have this self-sufficiency, but you're also like kind of looking at the past, like you're reflecting on the past a little bit, like, but I don't know if I should. And so that's why you're doing this hermit thing. Like you're trying to find that courage. You're trying to say like, what do I do here? What is this Three of Cups? The Six of Swords again. Yeah, the fact that I keep getting the same cards. I also wanted to tell you I have the heart chakra coming out very strongly. So there's something about love. Yeah, heart chakra. Look at all this. See all this blue, blue, green? That's the heart chakra. So there's something with the heart chakra coming out. Also, Six of Swords, Three of Cups. You want to move on. It's been really rough. You've been navigating these like nasty, nasty waters, and you just want to like have like a peaceful flowing stream. And the Eight of Cups. Need to move on from something, but you have fear holding you back. What is this Six of Cups energy? The Nine of Cups. Yeah, you want something like a little more lighthearted. Like you want this freedom of this sort of like romance, fantastical fantasy type thing. there could be like a message coming in too. You could have a message. Also, again, this could be the heart chakra or the root chakra. Um, let's see. What is this? And then we have Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups. What's this Knight of Cups about? And the Chariot. The Death. Yeah, this is a transformation. You're going through a transformation. It's time to rely on your values. It's time to like really figure out what it is that you want. Where is your spiritual journey? How do you blend these energies to get exactly what you want? How can you be the writer? The Page of Wands is my writer of their life. Writer of their life. And we got that again too, because the Empress, she's the creator. She's a creator of her life. So you need to take a risk this week. This is your this is something that's fated. There's fear here with the moon. There's emotions, a lot of emotions with the ocean here. Um, and so you have to take some sort of risk this week. You're gonna have to take a risk. It has to deal with your happiness, your joy, your sense of peace, and moving away from things that no longer serve you. And this is part of your transformational journey. This is something. It's like this is always see this one's called death and rebirth. That's because you release something. With the death card, you release something so that you can have a transformation, so that you can have something better. And then we have temperance here, which is, this is your journey. This is like having the courage to go forth with your journey, to be the person that you were meant to be. This is part of your fated pathway. So, wow, these are like really powerful readings this week. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully it resonated. But if not, feel free to check out the other piles. I appreciate you guys so much for stopping by. All right, this is for those of you who chose pile number 3, transparency, jellyfish transparency. And we're going to take a look at what this week has in store for you. And I am going to use the Tarot of Mystical Moments deck. So, what is the energy for this week? For pile 3, jellyfish transparency. Whoa. The cards are excited. Well, we did have two really powerful readings, so I'm curious to see what this reading will actually bring. All right. So we have the Five of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. Oof. The Ten of Cups. We have the Emperor and the Fool. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Eight of Cups. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. So jellyfish transparency, what is coming in for you this week? There's some sort of risk you need to take. Could have to deal with work, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like you're really in your head. There's a lot of painful thoughts this week. A lot of painful thoughts, perhaps even an ending. I do see an ending and then a new beginning. Um, And you're kind of like wanting to put the swords down, feeling exhausted, maybe feeling mentally exhausted, feeling like people are like picking at you, like trying to gain your thoughts, or there's a lot of stress associated with like, trying to figure out like what you're thinking. Maybe like a lot of stress related at work, trying to like pick your brain and um, but there is like sort of some hope here, something, some luck and some hope, emotional fulfillment. Um, and you're feeling like you need to move away from something, something that provides you stability. So this could be like somebody in your life, like a powerful person in your life, or it could be like a job or a school or something. You feel like you need to move away from this. You're feeling not or you're struggling in your thoughts with this because you're like, do I move away from this? But they provide so much stability, but I don't know if this is good for me. Like I'm in so much pain all the time and it doesn't seem to matter. Um, so there's some sort of risk that you're going to have to take with this stability. I do see an opportunity for a new beginning should you take this risk, but there's also an ending here, and the ending looks like it could be a pretty painful ending, but it could also bring an ending that brings fulfillment. It's definitely bringing something that provides stability. So if that helps a little bit, yeah. Yeah, you feel like you want to move away from something. Like I see you looking to move away from something. You're kind of like, I want to do something different. I want to do something creative. This is like sucking the life out of me. And I think you know that you have to like have this ending to have this new beginning. There's a decision here. Love and fear decision. So you're going to either make a choice out of love, something that you align with, or you're going to make a choice out of like being afraid of an outcome or being afraid of some sort of outcome or something. Jellyfish transparency. So I feel like you kind of need to be honest with yourself this week about what it is that you truly want. What do you want? What do you need to move away from? What are you hoping for? What are your hopes? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? What do you need to move away from so that you can continue on your path towards your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations? I'm going to take, for the other piles, I did this too, uh, the everyday witches, we're gonna clarify and see if we can get a little bit more information. So hopefully these readings aren't too long, but just let me know if they're too long. What is this Five of Swords about? The star. Yeah, you're like in your head because you know something isn't good for you. You know it's not working out and you know you want something different, but you're like, are you going to allow yourself to do it? Are you going to, and this could require healing. Maybe there's something you need to heal from. Maybe you need to allow yourself to be able to shine brightly in the situation. Maybe you haven't been given that chance. Maybe you've just been kind of like in the shadows and there's something else that's better for you. What is this Ten of Swords energy? The Empress. Yeah, you feel like you deserve better. This has been a lot of pain. Someone or something or a lot of people have caused you a lot of pain. You know that you have more to give. You know that you have more to offer than this. It seems like trivial. It seems mundane. And you are the creator of your life. What is this Ten of Cups? The Queen of Swords. Yeah. You have the wisdom. They're telling you to rely on your wisdom now because you know how to get this Ten of Cups energy. You know how to get this fulfillment. But it's coming from this wisdom of having like gone through adversity, like having had adverse events happen. And so you need to have kind of like strong boundaries. You need to really know what you want, and you need to be able to like cut through kind of the BS, so that you can get what you want, so you can have that Ten of Cups energy, have everything. You know exactly what you need to do. You just need to kind of like rely on that wisdom, rely on your past experiences to get you through this one. What is this Emperor energy? The Four of Wands. So yeah, something stable. I feel like it maybe could be a relationship with the Four of Wands here, but if it's work, that's fine. But it's telling you that like you know this is stable, but it's also telling you that like you can have whatever. Like you are the energy that's stable. That's what it's saying. Like this may appear to be stable, but it might not. Transparency, like seeing through the shit. We got the Queen of Swords, so maybe it's seeing through that stuff and being able to kind of like discern. The Queen of Wands is like very discerning. She can like figure out who's lying to her. She knows who's lying. Like she can, because she's been through it. She's had all these experiences before, and so she draws upon that experience. And so they're saying you have this energy. The Four of Wands is all about stable energy, and you have this energy, with or without this Emperor, whoever, whatever it is. What is this Fool? The Moon. Yeah, there's some fear here for taking this risk. You need to rely on your intuition. And that's kind of what I'm saying, like with the Queen of Swords energy, she relies on her inner wisdom, which is another word or phrase for intuition. So you rely on your intuition. You can't, they're saying don't let fear hold you back. Like you have this within you. What is this Ace of Pentacles energy? The Three of Swords. Yeah. There's some fear because in the past, you've been hurt by this. You've been hurt by this. And that's why you're in this Queen of Swords energy. You're like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm afraid because in the past, like, I've been burned. I want this new beginning, but can I have it? Do I deserve it? You have this pain, this shame, this anger, this sadness, this trauma from previous. You're wondering, like, how much pain is this going to cost me? And is it worth it? What is the Six of Swords energy? The Fool again? Yeah, take a risk. What is it that you want? I have so many cards here that are saying, like, what do you want? What is it that you want? What do you need to do to make that happen? What kind of risks do you need to take to make that happen? What's this Page of Wands energy? The Eight of Wands. Yeah, you can have whatever you want. I feel like there's some sort of like overwhelm here though, because you on some level you do intuit. You do know that you can have whatever you want. And so you're trying to figure out, you're like, things aren't what they seem. That's another theme that's throughout this, is like something isn't as it seems. Like you're looking at something, maybe there's a perceptual shift. There's something that needs to be transparent, or you have transparency, or you have the ability to see through things maybe. What is this Eight of Cups energy? The Hierophant. Yeah, you need to move away from something. This is a life lesson. You're learning something here. This is a struggle. It's a big struggle. It's a big five struggle. You're learning something. You need to walk away from something. Something's hurting you. You need to learn from your past. Learn from the previous pains that you've had in your life and move forward. And then we have Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is all about you, what you want. So this is kind of like you seeing through. So this week, if you chose pile 3, this week you're kind of seeing through the BS. Like you're seeing through the facade. And you being able to do that is going to propel you in this direction of like having the stability that you want, having the things that you want, going the places you want to go, being this sort of like Empress energy that you are, learning these life lessons that are really hard to learn. But the decision, they're saying it's up to you. You have a choice to do it. Yep. Yep. It's love or fear. You align yourself with your values, or you have the lack mentality. So hopefully that was helpful for you. Hopefully that resonated. If not, feel free to check out another pile. I appreciate you guys so much for stopping by, and I will talk to you guys later.